Your time is 9:30. Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. It made a splash at Sundance, and Variety calls it the most exciting cinematic take on contemporary race relations since Do the Right Thing. Blindspotting stars Daveed Diggs and Rafael Casal, and they're here this morning to talk about the movie that they co-wrote together. So welcome, both of you. Glad to have you on Good Day.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, good morning. Let's first start by talking about the title, Blindspotting. Where does it come from? What does this mean?
Blindspotting is a term that comes up in the film. It's a slang term that talks about how you look at something and how two people can look at one thing, and it can mean two different things to two different people.
Okay. It's definitely something a topic that comes up a lot throughout all of this. But I think what's interesting, too, is that you started working on this 9 years ago, before so much of what we're hearing about today with, police shootings and so many of the things that are in the news. How did you know then, what was going to happen now? It's so timely.
Well, it was happening then too. I think we always say we wish that this felt like a period piece. We wish that there was a certain amount of nostalgia attached to some of the things that take place in this film. But unfortunately, the idea of violence against black bodies and the idea of the sort of living in the wake of very violent gentrification has only gotten more significant since we started writing the script, and that is unfortunate.
So for our viewers that haven't had a chance to read up on this, haven't heard about it yet, and they're wondering, well, what exactly is this about? We've mentioned a few things, but what is the theme here? I mean, what is Blindspotting really about?
We talk about Blindspotting as a comedy, a buddy comedy in a world that won't let it be one. And it sort of centers around Daveed and myself, two characters that we played, Colin and Miles, who grew up in Oakland together. And it's really the two of them coming to a head at this intersection of race and class in Oakland at this very pivotal moment where Daveed's character, Colin, witnesses a police shooting. And it sort of propels the two of them towards this collision course towards each other at this, around this conversation about what it means to exist in this city at this time.
But it's super funny.
Super funny.
On top of all that. On top of all that. We also see moments where a character will bust out into rhymes or spoken words. So how did that play into all of this?
Well, I think from jump we knew that we wanted to include verse work in the script. That was part of the concept. But also, it's set in Oakland in the Bay Area, which is sort of a hub for slang in a way that Atlanta operates similarly. But there's a lot of language creation out there, and there's a certain kind of rhythm to the way people speak naturally anyway. And it's also sort of a hotbed of a poetry scene. So it actually was also a way of grounding it in the Bay Area, to have characters who use verse and use heightened language as a way to cope with situations and as a coping mechanism, but not make them be aspiring to be rappers or something. It's just part of how we speak.
It does feel very natural in it, so it makes a lot of sense to have that there. Now, you two, I could tell from the moment that you walked into the studio, I could tell that you two go way back. What's your relationship?
Yeah, we've known each other for almost 17 years now, and we met in high school, but we really got close after high school. I had a recording studio in North Oakland, and Daveed was one of the first artists that we had come through there and start recording. And we've had this, we both had these like separate and together sort of careers in poetry and music, and then it sort of spread into theater and now into screenwriting. So it's just been like a constant collaboration in art and friendship. Yeah. It
had to take it up a notch, though. Take this friendship up a notch, or make it better, or maybe worse, when you co-write something together and star in it together. So how was that experience?
I don't know that it changed the nature of our friendship at all. It was just kind of a dream come true. We've been writing it for so long. 9 years is a long time to be working on a thing. I don't think either of us thought it would actually ever happen. There were so many starts and stops. So the moments where we were sort of on set shooting, we would at some points look at each other and be like, "This is real. We're doing this now." Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want the takeaway to be? What do you want audiences to take from this movie?
I think we're always really hesitant to tell people what to get from a piece of art, but I think this punchline of our title, of to look at things and see if you're seeing it just through your lens of experiences, or if there's another way that you can look at it and find empathy, I think is always, that's a big goal for my career as an artist, for life, to help people do. And so I think the film is just another extension of that mission statement.
Solid life lesson. Yeah. No, I agree. I think, yeah. You can take other things from it too, but we'll let you figure that out.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let you come to your own conclusions from this. David and Rafael, thank you both so much for coming in today.
Thanks.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you. And our thanks to Lionsgate for help coordinating today's interview. Blindspotting opens the Atlanta Film Festival tonight at 7 at the Plaza Theater. It'll be in theaters in Atlanta August 3rd. Let's get you caught back up on the forecast now, get you updated and